Hello and welcome to another update video about Bitcoin. Bitcoin is really just moving sideways. As you can see here, we are operating really in this range between 19.5k and I would say around 20.7k. It's a range here, and a breakout out of a range will indicate to us into which direction we are going to go, and which of the scenarios that I'm going to show you is probably going to play out. We have a bit of a difficulty at the moment with Bitcoin, and that is just sometimes as it is. Yeah, sometimes you just have to understand that the probabilities are very, very close together. And I can only tell you that the last movements here that happened, they aren't really great for the bullish scenario, even though I won't dismiss the bullish one until we break below 18.9k. We can clearly say that the lack of impulsive price action to the upside is again another challenge for a bullish scenario. So the bullish one is still here, that we created a wave 1 here and a wave 2 here, then moved up in another wave 1, and that this here is a wave 2. This is the bullish case. It is one that is absolutely possible based on the Elliott waves. It's also one that's possible because we're holding critical support levels. Yeah. And also the longer time frame analysis would support this from a bullish point of view. The problem is, and I said that in the previous video, that both the bulls and the bears can make compelling cases at the moment, especially with the developments here in the last few days. Yeah, and that is sometimes why it's just good to be cautious, yeah, as we were on the way up, and why it is good to allow for different options and to talk about different options, not to be caught out. Now, in the bullish scenario, we definitely need to hold the 18.9k level. And in the bullish scenario as well, we would expect now that we are, oops, not that one, that we pretty much should have bottomed out here, because we're not far away from the 18.9k level anyway. So in the bullish scenario, the move down here is a wave C. And in this C wave, it's a 5-wave move. We came down in a wave 1, moved up in a 2, came down in a 3, moved up in a 4, came down in a 5. Yeah, and that was a 5-wave move, after which we expected a 5-wave move to the upside, which happened. Problem is, yeah, when you see a 5-wave move up, what you normally want is a 3-wave move down. The problem is that what came down here was pretty much lacking structure. And also, it looked actually quite strong, quite red, quite impulsive to the downside. The other problem I have is that what is currently moving up here is, at the moment at least, corrective. So we have a 3-wave move to the upside. That is not what is currently looking very bullish. This would change if we can now move up in a 5th wave above the previous wave 1. Therefore, this breakout point is so important at $20,570. The high of the wave 1. If we can now go above that level, we could say, all right, that wave 2 here probably finished down here indeed. We moved up in a wave 1, we came down in a wave 2, and we're now moving up in a wave 3. The alternative scenario in the bullish case, but I doubt that's happening because we can't really retrace much more, that would be that this was not a wave 1. This was only a wave A. What has come down is a wave B. And we're now moving up in a wave C that would be followed by another move down, and then we would bottom a little bit lower in a wave 2, yeah, so that the this was a wave 1, yeah, this was a wave 1, but we then came down in an A, we moved up in a B, which is a corrective move, and we're now coming down in a C. The problem I have with this scenario is that we are then going even lower and getting even lower to the 18.9k level. But again, as long as we are above the 18.9k level, we can at least entertain the idea of something bullish. Whoops, no, didn't want to do that. Of something bullish going on here. So let me just redirect that. So basically, the A wave was down there. The B wave was this. Yeah, A down here. And the C wave would then come down lower, but needs to hold above the 18.k level, and only then we would start in the wave 3. So these are the two scenarios from a bullish point of view. You can already see this is getting tough here. And again, from a high level point of view, all you need to know is the 18.9k level. As long as that is holding, we could also in this scenario still focus on higher. But also, This needs to hold, and we then need to move above the previous wave high at 20,590 to continue in a bullish wave 3. So this is currently how we can see it from a bullish point of view. There is also the bearish scenario, and let's also talk about that, because as I said, the last movements here, they are again putting a challenge onto the bullish scenario. So let me show you the bearish one, and there's a few options here as well. This is the bearish case, where we are doing here a WXY pattern. From the low in June, we moved up in a wave W, came down in X, moved up in a Y, reversed just below an ideal target for the wave Y, and we're now coming down. So we are coming down in what either here or here was a wave 1. So you could even say the wave 1 isn't finished yet. That's all possible, unfortunately. But this would be an impulsive move down. So I said to you in a previous video that it could be very well that the wave 1 finished here at $19,500. We have seen a move A to the upside. We have seen a move B to the downside, and we're now waiting for a C to the upside. Again, a wave C is a 5-wave move. I mean, this only again possible if we break above the $20,570 level. If we don't, then I would have to assume that the wave 1 wasn't even finished, and that we have here a series of 1-2, 1-2 setups. And then we, so I want to show you the simplified view, that basically you had a wave 1 here, a 2 here, this was a 3 here, the 4 here, and the 5 is still coming. I'm not going to count this because, and I make that white so you can see it a bit better. I'm not going to count this here because it's part of the wave 3. So the wave 3 itself can be understood here as an extended wave. In that scenario, the wave 5 of 1 to the downside hasn't even happened yet. That would be a compelling case for the bears, that we would say, all right, indeed, what we've seen here in the wave 5 is already here the wave 1 of the wave 5, the wave 2 of the wave 5, and we're going down lower in the wave 5. So unfortunately, again, the structure of Bitcoin leaves a lot of options open. But if you don't want to mess around with all these little lower level structures and counts, best is just to understand that if we go back to the bullish count here, below the 18.9k level, we have to dismiss the bullish scenario. Yeah, it is basically getting very close to invalidation. It is not invalidated then, but the likelihood is just shifting strongly towards the bearish case. And if we now move up from here further, it will again put some strength into the bullish case. This is a range, and we now need to see in which direction the price is breaking out. Yeah, so at the moment, it's tough out there, especially for Bitcoin. It's not always like that, but at the moment, it is a lot of uncertainty in the market, and the count and the chart reflects that. So that is what I can tell you at the moment about Bitcoin. Hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.